Before we go any further, I want to pause and clarify something important. Any framework that deals with perception, intuition, and the unknown needs clear boundaries. Not because people have bad intentions, but because misinterpretation happens easily when language is loose and meaning is assumed. So this episode exists to be grounding, not corrective, not reactive, just clear. Paranormal archetypes are a tool for understanding interaction with the unknown. And like any tool, how it's used matters. Let's talk about what this framework is not used for. Hi, I'm Kelly with Paranormal Archetypes, and thank you for joining me. Paranormal archetypes are not a ranking system. There is no stronger archetype, no weaker archetype, no scale of superiority, intuition, or importance. Different archetypes do different types of work. Some stabilize environments, some observe and document, some track patterns over time, some register emotional or sensory information. Each of these orientations contributes something essential. When archetypes are treated as a hierarchy, clarity collapses into ego. That's not what this framework is for. Your archetype is not an excuse, not for ignoring safety, crossing boundaries, dismissing teammates, overwhelming others, avoiding accountability. Self-awareness increases responsibility. It doesn't remove it. Understanding how you process the unknown should make you more regulated, not more entitled. If someone uses archetype language to justify harmful or disruptive behavior, they're misusing the framework. Paranormal archetypes do not replace research, documentation, safety protocols, ethical standards, critical thinking. They don't override experience. They don't shortcut learning. They don't make preparation optional. This framework exists to support good investigative practice, not replace it. Intuition without structure creates noise. Structure without awareness creates rigidity. Archetypes help balance both. This is important. Paranormal archetypes are not meant to be assigned casually. You don't label teammates. You don't diagnose others. You don't reduce people to a single orientation. Archetypes are discovered through observation, reflection, experience, consent, not assumption. The quiz that has been put together helps align all of that to start you off on the right foot. The framework is meant to increase understanding, not flatten complexity. Paranormal archetypes do not determine spiritual rank, psychic ability, access to truth, moral authority, interpretive dominance. They don't grant permission to speak for a location, a spirit, or another person. They describe how your perception flows, not who holds power. That distinction protects both investigators and environments. These boundaries aren't restrictive, they're protective. They protect investigators from burnout, teams from unnecessary conflict, communities from division, the framework from distortion, the field from losing credibility. Clarity prevents harm. And ethical clarity creates trust. even when people don't agree. Paranormal archetypes are not about control. They're not about status. They're not about proving anything. They are about awareness. Awareness of how we perceive. Awareness of how we differ. Awareness of how our presence affects environments and each other. When used responsibly, this framework makes investigations calmer, safer, and more meaningful. And that's the only reason it exists.